This is where the poor blacks live. They're alongside the highway here. I'm now in Kruger National Park in South Africa. A couple little deer-like animals. Having breakfast there. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. And there are the first giraffe sightings. Here comes the hyena. I don't see any animals here, but it's just what it looks like in a more open area. Odd bird sound there. Definitely elephants around. Evidence right here. Certainly does stink. Off in the distance, there are two elephants. Definitely making a racket. Ooh, that's a loud bird. Another elephant closer up. Whoa. He doesn't sound happy that I'm here. I'm now outside the park on a highway that I believe is a private game reserve, which explains this highway sign. Here there are a whole herd of elephants, probably 10 or so that I saw in there. That elephant there just ate a part of a bush before. Not sure if I should try to pass him or not. This is the northern part of Kruger National Park. It's more humid here, so this is where the elephants are. Down farther south there are none. It's drier down there. Off he goes. Good, I can finally pass. Maybe. Oops, way ahead I see another elephant. That must be an old one with big tusk on. Here's my first zebra. This is now one of their national gardens. The town of North Korea, something like that. Well, the garbage in the water means it's an African park, I guess. Hippopotamus come here at night. Getting up a little closer now to the upper falls. I'll beep the horn to see what they do. Nothing. Here's about a 3.5 foot high termite mound on a field of grass. You know, there's a whole herd of zebras. Couple dozen. It's very dry around here, evidenced by this dried up river. Off in the distance there, right in the middle, is a bush buck. There's a turtle here about a foot long. These people over there are waiting for that van to take off, just like a bus. And the other ones there by the road are all hitchhiking. No electricity. No plumbing. Just portable johns. Still more giraffes. Here's another one of these turtles that I saw before, but this is a young one. Probably only about 8 inches long. He's on the move. There's a termite mound with a shrub growing out of it. Mound's probably 5-6 feet high. Now that termite mound there is about 10 feet high from the base. Lunchtime for a big elephant here. It's a big guy. Munching on branches, leaves. There's the tallest termite mound I've seen. Probably 12 feet high. This boy's pretty close. Eating a tree. Off in a distance of 3 big animals, size of small cows, having lunch. Right down there in those rocks, I just missed a picture of about a 10-foot long crocodile which went into the water. Here's a very, very dark brown, almost black elephant. About 200 feet away. This is a very dark colored elephant, almost blackish. Probably 200 feet away from here. Two windmills here. Could have been a farm years ago. He's actually doing is getting a drink of water. Good to the last drop. Heading off to parts unknown. Now I know where he's going. He went to the big tank there. Get some more water. And right across the road from that last elephant is this animal here, the meanest of all, the Cape buffalo. Again, that's about 200 feet away. If I walked out there, it'd be sure death. They're very, very vicious. Very big horns. Here's a group of 6 or 8 of these animals I've seen before. Size of small cows. Resting in the shade there. It's now about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's high 80s. I think these are springbuck. It's about 20 or 30 of them here crossing the road. Way down there in the river bottom, some animal, a little bigger than a deer, long horns on it. 2 or 3 of them down there. There's an elephant in there, getting the grass from the ground. He sure shakes the trees quite a bit. Out he comes. He's in it for quite a while. Right there, lying down, sleeping. The Cape buffalo, you can just see him flapping his ears. It doesn't make a good picture, so the question is, should I go there and wake him up? Or should I continue to live? He finally woke up. Probably about 160, 70 feet away or so. Very big, probably over 2,000 pounds. About 10 of them here. Whatever they are, have to find out. Another nice termite mound. And we have a mother elephant and her baby behind a few feet. It's Sunday morning in Johannesburg. Christian ministry here. A lot of racket inside.
It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please. And it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. When God sends his word to you, is it accomplished? God said the word I speak, it will not return to me. I speak health, I speak abundance.
Okay. We're now entering these Sterkfontein caves a bit west of Johannesburg, where a lot of fossils were found of pre-humans, about 2.5 billion years old. This is a site where in 1947 they discovered a ancestor of humans about 2.7 million years old. They called it Mrs. Pless. They thought it was a woman. Turned out later, they found that it was about a 14 to 15-year-old boy. He fell into a cave, and they found him down at the bottom. This is the area of Soweto, famous place. It's right along the street here, carrying trash that they collect. This little van that collects people, like a bus. Recyclers. They're selling brooms in the street. More recyclers.